Set 80109 Lunar New Year Ice Festival is a LEGO seasonal set. It comes with 1,519 pieces, 13 minifigures. It is for the age of 8 and up and was released January 10th, 2022. Retails in Canada for $149.99 Canadian, in the US for $119.99 US, in the UK for £89.99, and in the rest of Europe for €99.99, up to €109.99 depending on the region you are in. Finland is €119.95. So this is the main set for the Chinese New Year's. All sides of the box have the LEGO logo on the top left, just so that we can get that over with. On the front of the set, there is a nice large picture of the set there, the ice rink and all the mini characters and all accessories on it. The left below the LEGO logo has all the information relevant to the set. The upper right has the Spring Festival Chinese Festival Special Edition logo for the Chinese New Year this year, so that's in the upper right corner. And the bottom sort of leftish side has all of the minifigures. None of them are named, but on the bottom there they can all be seen, all 13 of them. The main character I think everyone's looking to in this one is the tiger, is the guy dressed as a tiger. The back of the set has a large picture on the bottom left of a sort of front-on view of that. The just slightly different things, mini characters or minifigures in slightly different places. The top, just to the right of LEGO logo, shows the tiger and another person playing ice hockey. To the bottom right of that is a guy in the little ice skating shop there. To the top right of that is the little photo booth section there. So there, it appears as though the piece of plastic that you use in that can be flipped around to show either tigers in a jungle or sort of a minifigure-esque type tiger or tigers that minifigures can get their pictures taken through there. And below that is just the external picture of the ice skating shop there. One side has on the bottom left the warning that due to small parts there's a potential choking hazard if children 0 to 3 consume them, so you got to watch out for that. And on the right is the Chinese New Year logos for this year in 2 other languages. On the other side is, to the right of the LEGO logo, is where the components are made and where they are distributed, along with the name of the set in 2 other languages. You also have the picture to the right of the set that's on the front of a box. The top of the set has all the minifigures in the middle there, along with various accessories with them. And the right is the actual size indicator, which is the minifigure of the tiger. And the bottom of the set has the Lego.com apps advertisement, which is you can get the building instructions app or several other apps that children can enjoy for games and stuff like that. It also has the usual trademarks, UPC, and recycling information there. And this set is held together by 2 pieces of tape on either side. So here are the contents of the set. You get 13 bags labeled 1 to 13. None of them have extras in them. You get 2 white plates, 16 by 16 normal plates in the set. And you get the single instruction book in the bag with the little, actually not quite plastic, sort of plasticky, sort of like a double-sided type of, not the like very bendy plastic that you sometimes see in these sets, but a more rigid type for the little cutout thing. So my instructions are slightly bent, but plastic bag should help with that. Oh well. So the front 2 pages, and they're really doing this for the Chinese festival stuff. You have the LEGO building instructions advertisement, which will give you LEGO instructions. So for the app, you can search by theme and then by year, and it goes to about 2010, and it's usually very easy for finding instructions. You can also find them on the website using keywords or the actual set numbers, and they go back to 1996, but a little more complicated to find stuff. The next page over has just stuff about using bags and brick separators. I never usually go over that. So bag 1 will deal with 2 mini characters and the little platypus ice buggy there, along with part of the back section of rink. Bag 2 builds the base of the front section. Bag 3 does part of the rock face and rink. Bag 4 finishes off the actual ice component, and that looks to be about it. Yeah, there's not much in bag 4, so there's just a tiny bit in bag 4. Plus a minifigure. Bag 5 has a minifigure plus a bit of the aesthetics of the banks. Bag 6 has a minifigure along with a lot of aesthetics of the banks section there. Bag 7 has the ice or the skating shop along with another minifigure. Bag 8 finishes off the roof of that. Bag 9 has 3 minifigures and the little photo booth section that can be found on the back right. Bag 10 has a minifigure along with a little more of the front section of the aesthetics. Bag 11 has another minifigure along with part of the little ice sculpture at the back, along with more of the actually just really the ice sculpture at the back. Bag 12 has a minifigure along with the rest of the ice sculpture and some of the other aesthetics on the back. And then bag 13 finishes off the tree along with a minifigure. There's a lot of bags and they each only have a little in them. I feel like it could have been more condensed so there was less bags in this set. The very back page has the win, so you can give your feedback to feedback on how you found the set or Lego in general and be entered to win a survey. And there are, I think, 3 or maybe 4 bags or 4 pages of parts. Next 2 pages have to do with Monkey Kid sets, so there are 6 sets on the left side, and the right side has that really big 2,000 piece set that they released that has a lot of really cool, like, sort of Ninjago City elements to it. And that is it for this. So for the instructions, I will give it or for packaging, I will give it a 4 out of 5. There's nothing really special here, but nothing that takes away from it. Even though my instructions were slightly bent, it's not going to be enough to cause major problems like the Santa sleigh one was. Now that really messed up my ability to actually be able to properly see the instructions without having to take, like, I didn't do it, but to probably do it, like taking a book and flattening it for about a month would have probably fixed it, but I didn't have that time. So with that, I will now build this set. Okay, so here is the set. You have a teal brick separator and a bunch of extra pieces. Quite a nice selection. I got an extra tiger tail and a little whip here, but you do get quite a bit of a selection. I do have a full set of ice skates extra, so I can add that to my little sports container for sports-related items. You get the 13 minifigures here, and there's quite a lot, so let's begin. We'll start, at the bottom here. So you get a child with bright blue child legs. He has a black torso with a sort of fur coat print on it with a little like space logo on the front. White arms, blue hands. He has a very excited looking, very simple face on, and he has a light blue toque. You have a adult here. She has sort of a bluish gray adult legs, a purple torso with a sort of ski jacket type print on it. Purple arms, yellow hands. She has a smiling with a lot of teeth kind of face, and a really happy, like, mouth wide open, eyes closed, joyful face. And she has black hair that's sort of done up back and into a ponytail that reaches to about shoulders, and this one has skates on. You have another guy here who has what would you say, beige adult legs. He has a sort of reddish burgundy torso on with a hoodie / jacket print on it. He has burgundy red arms, gray hands, a sort of like really mean face with a sort of like a really like one eye closed, one open, like mean grin kind of thing with like a chipped tooth and a band-aid on the left cheek. And on the other side, he has the same sort of chipped tooth, but he looks really worried, and the same band-aid. And he has little skates on. A couple of these characters, you just put skates on them. You have another one here, a older woman with black adult legs. She has a light blue torso with another sort of ski jacket kind of print on it. White arms, gray hands. She has a sort of older woman type face with little crow's feet coming from the eyes and glasses on, and then she has another one where she's looking at, like, she's sort of going, "Aw, look at my grandchild," kind of face on it. It's sort of hard for me to describe that. And she has sort of gray, messy hair that sort of gets sort of flowing near the top. It gets messy as it gets to the sides. There is another individual here, black adult legs, a blue torso with a vest, safety vest kind of print on the front and back. She has blue arms, gray hands, and she has a sort of very serious face with a goggles on, and the other face is her smiling very sort of very nicely. She has black hair that's sort of short, sort of goes curly up in the front and is a ponytail in the back, and she is holding a chainsaw. So she's the one who's going to be carving ice. You have another guy here with brown adult legs. He has a beige torso with a suspender print on the front and back. He has beige arms, yellow hands, and he has a single face, a really sort of excited, mouth wide open kind of face with a stubble on sideburn stubble, and he has really short, spiky hair. You have another guy here. Ooh, that tiger guy really likes to fall down all the time, probably because he's got skates on. This other guy has gray adult legs. He has a reddish burgundy type torso with a very puffy jacket print on it, reddish burgundy type arms, dark blue hands. He has just one face, which is just a sort of normal smiling face with a very thick mustache, and he has very short, extremely short, flat black hair. And this guy's carrying a camera, so he's taking pictures at the little photo booth there. We have another person here who has dark blue adult legs. She has a very light blue torso with a sort of work kind of sort of a winter work vest on, along with a little fanny pack along the edges. She has light blue arms, brown hands, and a yellow head with a sort of a normal smiling face, but more sort of like cheeky grin, smile kind of going on there. And she has very short black hair that sort of flows and around her like that. There is a child here with short dark blue child legs. He has a reddish burgundy torso with a shirt and jacket print on it. Reddish burgundy arms with yellow hands, a yellow head with a one of sort of a like very wide like smiling kind of face where you can see the tongue, and then the other one is sort of the same, but the mouth is a little more like a surprised look on it. And he has very short black hair that's not quite as flat as the previous guy. Then you have a guy here with blue adult legs. He has a black torso with that sort of fluffy wintry jacket with a little space logo on the front as the first kid did. White arms, blue hands. He has a white head with a single face, a lot of facial hair, so nice thick mustache and beard and sideburns going on, and the eyebrows all white, so he's an older gentleman. And he has a hat with a very nice, like, thick hat, like it's the, whole fur line, like little flappy ears kind of hat on, and it's orange. And then he has a fish, so he's fishing for fish there. We have the tiger guy, which is a orange adult legs with a sort of stripes on it to signify a tiger. He has a white torso with a hoodie on, sort of white hoodie with a bit of like tiger print stuff sort of showing on it. There's even actually a hoodie print on the back, so you can see a proper hood there. Orange arms, black hands. He has a sort of normal, slightly smirking face and a very terrified face. And he has a nice big tiger hat on, along with a tail and a skates. And then you have a child with red child legs. She has a green torso with a sweater print on there, green arms, teal hands. She has a very, very bright smiling face and a very shocked, sort of surprised, like, oh, like sort of an awe type of face. And she has black sort of going to the shoulders hair that sort of goes smoothly and then flows outwards like that. And the last minifigure has a light blue child leg. She has a teal torso with a purple shirt print with the teal like sort of puffy jacket print on top. Teal arms, yellow hands. She has a sort of normal, very childish smiling face, and the other one is a very like child, like laughing, like it's the first one's just sort of like all teeth, and then the other one's just like wide open mouth, closed eyes, laughing. And then she has hair that is sort of hair that hangs down here and then gets pulled back into a ponytail that goes down pretty much her entire back there. So God, that is the minifigures. That was a lot. For the exclusive parts, so for parts that are exclusive prints, the fluffy jackets with the space logo, the yellow or the green, the second child that I finished off with, the green torso, the tiger's legs and the tail, and the 2x2 flat piece that can be seen on the light posts and signage posts here, along with a 2x4 flat tile that's used as the shop sign, and the 1x4 flat tile that's used as the little Chinese symbols above the shop entrance, and the, what else? I know there's some more here. Is that one? And the 1x4x3 wall element here that has the little sign on the front. And the torso for the tiger. These are all pieces that have exclusive prints to the set. They are not in turn exclusive, but the prints are. For the pieces that are a exclusive color to the set, you have a 2x4 circle tile. There is a angular or 1x2.5 angular plate, a 2x4 inverse roof tile, and a 6x4 plate with angle that is a bright bluish green that it has never been before. There is also a 1x1 round with horizontal shaft that is in a bright red it's never been in before. There is a design brick 1x1 by 1/3, the sort of like nougat or like gold nugget looking one. is in a dark orange that it's never been in before. There is a 3x3 tile with bow that is in a medium stone gray. It's never been in before. There is a 1x2 with vertical shaft. So that's the 1x2 plates with the little shaft sort of coming out a little and going up. That is transparent. You have a angular brick 1x1. You have a 2x1 plate with a vertical holder. You have a 1x2 rounded brick with 3.2 shaft number 1. A 4x4 round plate with a hole in the middle. And those are in a transparent light blue they've never been in before. There is a wall element, a 1x6x5 wall element that's used for the ice that is in a transparent opal, and it's actually very nice looking, and that's in that color. It's never been in before. There is a 2x2 by 2/3 with sort of crown leaf plate, a 1x1 plant, sort of like 3-leaf plant that are in white colors they've never been in before. So that is for the colors. Now for completely exclusive pieces, yeah, there's a lot of parts here. You get a number 5 penguin that can be seen right here. You also get a tiger hat on the person there. There is also this is sort of difficult, I gotta find this. There's also the sort of transparent-esque, like Patronus charm that you find in the Harry Potter sets penguin on the set. And I would count the cartoon foil foam combination piece here. And those are the completely exclusive pieces to this set. And if I didn't say it before, so those are the exclusive pieces. You can only find them in the set. And if I missed this one, and I think I did, the mini hat that the fisherman is wearing is a unique multi-combination color that it has never been in before. So those are all the exclusive parts. Holy crap, there is a lot of them. The ice hockey guy, or the guy playing ice hockey, also has 2 little dots to signify pucks, the black ones and the sort of rubber orange ones that you can find. You have a little seat on skates here that you can put a person on. There's a little penguin with a little orange bar on the back. I don't know what that is exactly supposed to signify, the little orange bar, but you get a little penguin. There is so the little light nougat, like golden nugget things that are in a dark orange are supposed to be a sort of treat. I don't know what treat that is, but they are in this little sort of just wheeling device here that can be used to wheel them around and give treats to people. And then there is a platypus, little cart to be pushed around on the ice. I love that it is a platypus. So then here you get to the main set, and this is an extremely spectacular set. I do love it. There's nothing really worth mentioning on the back. It's just very flat there. But we'll start at here. So you have a nice set of stairs coming up here beside 2 bushes. You have fence posts on the front here with the, what was it again? A thing to signify sort of like the ice safety, so -6 or lower to be able to go on the ice. Lamp post here. You get just sort of a little like sled area right here is what I assume it is. There is a extremely, oh my god, it does fit. That is cool, actually. I like that. So you get a little sort of circular thing. So the ice fisherman, you actually get the little borehole that you can take out of there for that, and he has a little can of probably a drink and a little stool to sit on. A nice tree here. There's another staircase coming up beside here, right where the store is. You got some drinks right in here, little skis put on the side. You got a pathway going up to the store. The door opens. There's nice little tiling on the roof and decorative portions all along the side here. A bench and a garbage can out here where this post is. And on the roof you have little like sort of air conditioning, heating, industrial elements there. In the store, which is extremely cool, which I'll try to do this if I can, you have a shelf with trophies. There is a cash register in right over here. You have something, I don't actually quite, probably an old-fashioned camera right here. There is a entire rack right over here that has a lot of ice skates and 2 hockey sticks in there. It's actually quite an interesting rack there. And on the side, there's extra stuff like ice skates, a hockey stick, some snowshoes, and some ski poles. very incredibly detailed, and the outside has the sign for the skate shop there. You get to the other side here, you have a pathway going to where the person would be ice carving this penguin statue here, and then you get to the photo section here, and you can take a full-sized person, will go right there, and a child can go right there, and they will, oh god, do this without breaking it, line up perfectly to the holes if you can see them in there. And this ice thing has, taking that off, it has another side, so there was the tigers in the jungle, and then you also get these sort of like minifigure type-esque tigers right on that side, so you can flip it around. You just have to take this off first because it is designed to keep it in there. And then you have this section here, which has a incredible ice sculpture. Like, this was, I was really interesting to see if I could figure out before I started this build how they made it, and it is actually quite intricate, and I do love the detailing on this. This is just, like, damn, this is good. So nice little ice sculpture, and a little ice slide down the thing here. Now inside of the actual rink, you can see several fish frozen in there, and over here there's a phone that fell in at some point and got frozen there too. It's actually pretty neat there. So you can do all sorts of stuff with this, and it is really cool here. This set was incredibly fun to build. There are lots of components that I do really enjoy here. The ice sculpture was probably the best part that you are going to build on this thing. That was a pretty phenomenal build there. Just want to get some of these characters in place here. Yeah, so this build was good. This build was good in its own way compared to last year's Spring Lantern Festival. I would have loved to have seen LEGO try to make this in the modular style with the base plates so that this could somehow be connected to that set and expand upon the whole Chinese New Year thing even more than it already is here. But this is incredible looking on its own and will go great in any winter build. I would give the build here a 5. You do learn some interesting building techniques. I think the way that they did the ice was pretty cool, and I loved the way that this tree was done. And this ice statue, you will learn how to sort of do just a couple little interesting things here and there that will make it worth it. And the build wasn't too difficult. The ice statue may have been the... it wasn't so much difficult as it was just getting the pieces on there to be correct, because there's a lot of pieces of bars on here. But it was fun. So this is definitely getting a 5 for build just because of what you get in here. Just all of the stuff, techniques, and just the way it looks is just incredible here. For the play, I'm gonna give play a 5. You have 13 minifigures. You have chainsaw carving, picture taking, ice skating, this whole ice slide, the just a little sled down here, fishing, the skating shop, and like all of this other stuff to play with. There's a lot of play in this set, and so it's going to get a 5 out of 5. For the display, I'm going to give it another 5. This is definitely up there with last year's Spring Lantern Festival, and it's just a really good set. I really do like these sets here. And it's definitely going to look good on a shelf or in a LEGO City. Definitely can be incorporated into LEGO City. You just got to sort of clean up the back end, but it'll look great. So display gets a 5 because it's fantastic. And the value, so for the pieces you're getting, so the 1,500 pieces, Canadians pay about $150 plus tax. The rest of the world has pretty good value. The UK paying like $90, so that's absolutely fantastic. Or 90 of their currency. So it's fantastic. The value is decent with the minifigures that you're getting. So 13 minifigures, most of which are going to be exclusive to the set. The tiger guy, which is definitely exclusive. Every piece but the headpiece can only be found in the set so far. And the exclusive pieces that you're getting, the value is going to be a 5. This is a fantastic value, just like most of the Chinese New Year sets, the value is always great with these sets. The piece to price is usually good, or if not fantastic, and you're getting a lot of minifigures of this, so the value is going to be a 5. This is a set. I think that if anyone is going to get a set for value, or just really for the minifigures exclusive parts value, everyone should have the Chinese New Year set, like the big one, on their wish list. Like, they should get it. This is definitely a set that you want to get. It is fantastic, and even if you don't like the way it looks, you can part these out, and there would be some useful features, like having the opal, or the transparent opal pieces as like frosted windows on a store shop, or even just having some of the Chinese characters, so like a Chinatown thing in a Lego city, and you get all these transparent pieces that can be used elsewhere. It is just a fantastic value. This set's for people who like the Chinese New Year sets, or want to get sort of a more oriental type of build, at least for the way that some of the things are built. While this year doesn't have the most oriental looking type of build, there's still some oriental stuff in there. People who want minifigures in a set with other pieces at a relatively good price, and people just want a good value set, because these Chinese New Year sets are always pretty good value, and this set is definitely worth, honestly, it's definitely worth getting. Even if you don't like Chinese New Year, just getting the parts and just building it, this is definitely worth it. And with that, I will see you all next time.